Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Luthier's Lair. Yes, this is going to be the second part of hopefully just a two-part series on finishing up a build, and this build is a Gazzbass Falcon Series II build with no dot inlays in the neck. And speaking of the neck, that's what we're going to be finishing up and get this into a playable state. I've had the base under tension for about a week now, and I've been recovering from a little bit of a back problem, and I'm fit enough now to try and do this fretwork. So let's go and get on with it and get this puppy finished. Okay, bye bye. Okay, here we are. The neck is back off the guitar. Still some sharp fret ends here to deal with, but it's going to get the whole shebang done to it. I'm going to use this tool here that I fabric cobbled to clean up the sides of the fret and get them even with the fingerboard. That will create burrs on the end, but I'm not worried about that. I go across with a file and round the frets off on that. Just pretend this was the file. You would go sort of like that and round the frets off and take off all the burrs. So that's the first order of business. The second order of business will then be to level the frets using this. This is a 16-inch radius neck, and this block is a 16-inch radius. And I've stuck some 200 grit sandpaper to it, and this is to level the frets, which will flatten them out. It'll take the crown off the frets, but we'll deal with that after we've done this part. And this is just making sure that you go evenly up and down the fretboard. Don't rush this, no need to be rushed, and it'll take off bits at a time. It's also good that you mark the frets with like a Sharpie or something, which you can see I've started already. This is almost down, so yeah, and that will tell you how much you're going into it. And of course I have a little like horsehair brush here that I just, every 10 passes or so, I'll dust off all the gunk that gets on there. Keep it clean as you're working. You will have much less bother afterwards. So make sure it's even pressure, and you'll hear a da-da-da-da-da-da, which is to be expected. You'll get some high frets on a new fret job, but once you don't hear that da-da-da-da-da-da of it going over, you know that they're pretty level. And of course you can always take a straight edge and do the fret rocking test. Yeah, that's not rocking at all. That one is slightly. So you can check how level the frets are by just taking that, and if it rocks back and forth over that fret, that means that fret's high, you know, etc. The third step will then be to re-crown the frets, and this is using a fret crowning file. There's two sizes on this one, and I use this for the jumbo frets. They're like medium jumbos. So, and all that entails is just putting the file on there and re-crowning them. This also has the effect of deburring the ends of the frets as well, so you get a nice smooth fingerboard mesh there, and of course you don't rip your hands apart when you're playing the neck. And then the final thing that I have to do here is to make sure the nut slots are the right depth. When I had the strings on it, I put a feeler gauge under there. You might have seen that. The nut's still a little high for my liking, so I want, like, when the strings are on, I would want to just be able to get a 20 thou feeler gauge under the first fret and the string. So this has to come down by like a couple of thousandths of an inch, and I use these files here, which is they're nut files. and they vary in thickness. I got 6 edges to choose from. You can do guitars with this too, but this set is kind of primarily concentrated on bass. So then after that, I'm going to replace these gold retainers with some silver or chrome retainers that I got, and I'm going to put 4 in there to make sure I've got a nice break angle on the strings. So with that said, I'm going to go and get on with this. By the time I come back, hopefully the neck will be done. We'll reattach it and then we shall play it. Yes, we shall. Yes. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Okay, I think we're done. I did all the fret work I mentioned, and you know, did a quick setup on the bass. There are 2 things to do still, but I'm itching to try it out. So let's try it out. This a bit. Here we go. Oh, I have to rest my foot on the bench here because. So yeah, it seems to be working okay. Yeah, so yeah, it seems to be playing okay. There's a couple of things I would adjust about it still, but yeah, everything seems okay. It's probably better to put it through the desk now, and let's have a real listen to it and a real play at it. You know. All right, catch you in a minute. I'll go up to the studio and put this nice satin sheen through the desk. Yeah, so this is the bass dry, no effects, nothing, just right through into the computer. And what I've got on here is just back pickup only in parallel, so thin. The volume up, and of course the pickup select way back to the back pickup. Bass is about 80%. The mid is at its middle setting, and the treble is about 80%, I would say. So. Sounds pretty good. That was with the mic on. I'll switch the mic off and on as I go. I'm going to put some effects on that now. Just a bit of chorus and a bit of reverb, and I'll switch this off. The mic. Sounds pretty good so far. Let's put the back pickup into series mode. So here it is in parallel. Series. Bigger output, right? So let's see. Wow, that's cool. Let's now switch them both to parallel and go to the mid point where there are both pickups. And maybe I should just play the same line just for comparison, I think. Would be a good idea. So yeah, you can see it's not sharp or anything, but that's what you expect from the dual pickups going the same way. Now I'm going to put them both in series, which you get a major boost in power. Okay, both pickups series. Yeah, pretty interesting. Whoa, it's good. What can I do now? I could do some, you know, like if I tune back up. Oh, forgot to do the P bass setting. Sorry. I'll do that with the mic on. It's okay. I'm going to put it in parallel because it really has a huge output, this bass. That's all neck pickup, okay? Would help if it was in tune, right? Yeah, sounds pretty frickin' awesome. Very happy with it. It looks beautiful. It's got all natural. It's natural. There's no poly on this. It's all natural oil. Just made me kind of concerned about getting scuff marks on this before I maybe sell it. But I'm thinking about using this as a demo unit now that everything has opened up. I can go to shows and show this off and let people have a shot at it, have a play at it, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, any other style you like. Actually, it'd be better if I turn the tone down that in a bit. Pump that down a bit. Let's take the effects off. That's better. Nose breather. Hard to get a harmonic. That's the build. Yeah, it sounds very good. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, it might be up for sale. I think I'll use this as a demo unit. I have another one right there. It's going to be up for sale very soon. So, anyway, once again, thanks very much for joining me. Thank you all for the support on the Tubi channel here, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and give me a thumbs up, ring that bell for the next video that comes down. You'll get notified. Yes, and that's all free. It's all free. So, that being said, as usual, take care, be safe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks very much for watching again, folks. Cheers. Bye-bye.